Hi there, my name is Dr. Keren Obara and I'm here to tell you about Astaroth ascending. So, I am the co-founder of FCL Bloomtech Limited, the technology subsidiary of Friends Consult Limited. And Astaroth ascending is a concept that was created about 2 months ago. So, here I present it to you. And this is a sovereign orbital edge system. So, here we are, low Earth orbit, medium Earth orbit, and Sun synchronous orbit. So, to understand the core premise, so FCL Bloomtech Limited, the deep tech division of Friends Consult Limited, is intending to drive a fundamental paradigm shift in space operations through our satellite technology faction. So, here we talk about the terrestrial bottlenecks within the current satellite data aspect. So, why is this necessary? Here it is. Legacy terrestrial models create massive bottlenecks. What do I mean by that? So, under the old approach, raw data is gathered and piped back to ground-based server clouds. So, this introduces high bandwidth latency, network congestion, and leaves systems vulnerable to ground grid outages and physical sabotage. So, Astaroth ascending aims to reduce the collect and dump autonomous LEO node processing by moving space native sentient web to deliver near zero latency edge analytics with zero ground dependency. So, here's what I present to you called the sentient web. So, the foundation of this ecosystem consists of 3 core pillars. So, we have the autonomous node. So, this is where satellites act as independent compute nodes, bypassing terrestrial bottlenecks. The second, on-orbit AI stacks. So raw sensor feeds are filtered, processed, and compressed directly in orbit using space-hardened AI before any transmission occurs. So third, we have lateral telemetry. So continuous inter-satellite links create a real-time global map without having to wait for ground station passes. So, I present to you the kinetic to cognitive pipeline. So, the end-to-end processing that I present to you behind me is structured through our kinetic to cognitive pipeline that we intend to implement in the satellite data aspect of FCL Bloomtech Limited. So step 1, the kinetic layer. So rapid response payload deployment positions hardware where it is needed. Step 2, hardware layer. So seamless integration into the interconnected sentient orbital web is orchestrated. So the cognitive layer, immediate execution of space native AI analytics software is orchestrated as well. So, after all this is done, we have step 4, which is a direct, actionable intelligence delivered straight to decision makers such as supply chains and businesses terrestrially. So, then I have to present to you the aspect of moving intelligence to orbit. So, Astaroth ascending, which is of FCL Bloomtech Limited, and a proposal by I, Dr. Keren Obara, is intended to achieve true operational sovereignty, whereby operations remain fully operational regardless of terrestrial power grid failures, cloud outages, or geopolitical infrastructure disruptions. So, I present to you planetary intelligence. So, if anybody's familiar, I also had a presentation about thermodynamic auditing regarding the aspect of planetary intelligence. So, planetary intelligence gives three aspects and three benefits to humanity as a whole. So, first we have geospatial analytics. So, this is a continuous high fidelity live tracking and structural assessment of terrestrial assets worldwide. That is important. Second, we have climate monitoring. So that is autonomous atmospheric and environmental measurements without